Just had some spicy chicken, had to wash it down some. Woo! Good afternoon. It's I hit the wrong button a minute ago. There, now I've got sound. It's late in the day as far as when I wanted to get this started. I have got like 2 weeks to get my Christmas stuff done, and it's too cold to go outside for a while. So, welcome, whoever you are, wherever you might be. Cleaning up my armrest area for my 3D mouse. We have been working on a miter saw stand. I promised in lesson 4, and I've tried lesson 5. This is the third time now to get it to work. Google has changed stuff like normal. I promised I would have some of the other stuff brought up to date, so I'll shift over to screen share now. And here it is. I have added my other 2 sets of legs, and I put in the other drawers. I put in drawer slides under here. I'm arguing with myself on the length of these slides right here. I'm thinking that I should probably go ahead and put a cone or trap, if you want to call it that, for a vacuum cleaner. That is something that can be done later, so I'll just continue doing as I'm going along. What I plan on doing today is first get rid of this. Again, that's a change that they made. That there's no documentation to to verify it. Spacebar there, clear out that line function. This was supposed to be portable. The only way it's going to be portable now is with the forklift. So the whole concept of this lesson has gone in the toilet as far as what the original guy's question was. There's the suggestion, but make it at least 10 feet long. 10 feet and 2x4s, you're not really going to have portable much of anything. So I'll go ahead and put a dimension in it and show how long I actually have it. From that point to this point, 120 inches. Now, if you don't follow my original lesson plans, you will not have your menus here. You'll have to chase around and find them wherever you want to leave them at. I had been in the midst of an argument on Twitter about leaving C as a hotkey for circle. Well, yeah, mine still might be. In fact, let me hit it and find out. Yep, it is. This guy just doesn't want to change any defaults. Well, the programmers on this thing were really not designers, but what I'm understanding, not that I've talked to them, it's just that I have been, and a lot of the things they've said as defaults are stupid. Like the name of this thing right here, push-pull. You might be able to copyright that, but it's really not an exact name for it. It's extrude. Use a real English word rather than creating a stupid term. There are some other ones. Paint buckets hotkey was B. Well, I kept hitting B when I go for the space bar, and when you hit B rather than a space bar, it takes about this long for anything to happen. We're waiting. Finally came up. No, that's just too much waiting. So I changed my hotkey to Alt B so that when I hit spacebar to release something, it releases. In fact, I don't know if B does anything or not. No, it doesn't. I turned it completely off. So here we have a solid representing the miter saw base. I was going to go to Trimble Warehouse and pull a miter saw up. They've updated all of them to the latest software release, which I refuse to go to because the end user licensing agreement mandates that if you make any money at all on this, you're supposed to buy Pro. Most of the people I'm dealing with here are, if they make anything, it's going to be $100 occasionally, maybe $500 if they go to a trade show or something. You can't justify $500 and $600 for a program that you use basically for a hobby. So I'm staying with SketchUp 8 free, and I'll just live with the built-in annoyances that Trimble is creating to make everybody change. So one of the things was you need storage under here. That's why the drawers are in. I'm going to no-show or hide. No-show goes back a long way. I have been in computer-aided design since 1984. I think the guy that I was arguing with might not even have been born in 1984, so I don't trust his expertise very much. I just made a plain butt joint box all the way around here for this purpose. Glue and screw probably good enough. I will go ahead and show how to change some of these to dovetails or miter locks or whatever. But right now we have a drawer that pulls out, and it also pulls out and will land on your foot. So I don't like that, but that's the way it is right now. So I will put that into section back in. Comment was, it's always nice to have storage space. So for storage space, we need some sort of a back, especially since it's going to get dust all over everything here. We're going to need back and sides on this. The first thing I'll do is create a back. This is a rectangle icon. My hotkey for that is, I'll have to find out. Okay, my hotkey for that is still R. We'll activate this. We're talking about hotkeys for component. Mine is Shift C. Now we have a component here. Always check to verify that this is turned on. And now we'll create it. And soon we will have component number 26 pop in place. I'll activate 26, and I'm going to make this 1/4 of an inch, even though plywood is not 1/4 of an inch. Any sheet goods manufactured in the United States is now metric, as everything else should be metric, but we're obnoxious, so we have to live with our own stupidity. Now, there's two things I can do here. I can go ahead and make a rectangle here, and I'll show you how to do, well, I just showed you how to do a rectangle. I'll do that and show you how to modify it, and then I'll show the other way to create this piece of geometry. There, we have a rectangle. Now, could we leave it squirrely like that? Yeah, but I don't like to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 points and I'm going to move them from here to here. And because I did it that way, it didn't like it. So I'm going to Control Z. And actually, I thought it should have worked. So I'll just try taking this one. And that worked. When I picked both of them, it took the whole this whole edge with it. By only picking the upper corner, the upper line outside corner, you have to say that correctly or you'll get confused. It allowed me to move that line where I wanted it, and the other line element tracked along with it. Double mouse button 1, Shift C, clunk, 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 clunk. Maybe I hit Control C rather than Shift. I do that occasionally. There we go. And it went the wrong direction. Now, you can question real soon if that was the best way to do this, because I don't know. I have maintained all along that I am not a woodworker. I'm a designer. I'm trying to learn woodworking. So this is actually not going to fit over here real well, but we're going to use it anyway. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change some of these colors. And why did it do that? Now that's, oh, it did something I didn't expect, and I don't like it. When I moved this corner in, this corner got shorter. So I'm just going to get rid of everything inside this component. I'm going to delete. I think I've got it all deleted, selected to be deleted. No, I don't. I left that line. So let's go in. I'm still in the component. It's still light blue. I'm going to go ahead and make a line from here and it's taking its time running down to here and from here out to here. And it didn't work, and I know why. So I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, including that component 27. What I have got and I haven't fixed is this area right here. So what I need to do is get it so that I can see it again. Come on, slide backwards. I knew this was an error and I never bothered fixing it, so now it's coming to bite me in the butt. So make this one active. There, I have it active. Now I will go up to this intersection and create a line element from there to there and from there to there. And from here to here and from here to here. And now I'm going to shove this one back. And it probably isn't going to like it. It's not. Control Z. Control Z. No, I'll use it. All I'm doing right here is cleaning up line geometry that got left over from the from adding the other lines in to close off my dovetail. Now this is still in here, so I'm going to get rid of, go to my upper level assembly. Oh, I didn't get rid of 27 completely. So we'll get rid of that. And I'll slide down to the bottom, and I have a line down here. Someplace. Oops, I did get rid of 27 finally. More junky lines there. Another one there. There, 27 is gone. I can go back into my upper level assembly and go ahead and create the stuff like I should have in the first place. Rotate over here so I can see it. I need my line function, which is my hotkey L. I'm going to go from here to here, go back to here, down to my corner, and from there to the outside corner, and from there up to my last line element. Now I will double mouse button 1, Shift C, and I should have component 27 recreated. Make that one active and bring it out 0.25. Now, I'm going to take component 27. I'm going to copy it. And I hope that's the same spot in space, but it might not be. It is not by ever so slightly. In this case, we make it unique. Mouse button 3 in the outliner, hit make unique. And this one will actually put some elements on so that we can have it contoured the way we want. Okay, hotkey L, from there to there. Hotkey L again, from here to here, and from here to there. And what have we got? Okay. I can take this and I can grab the right face. Ah, it doesn't want to grab. What is going wrong? Okay. Everything's going crazy and upside down. There. Now we have another part, and we're going to have to remember this because when we put the door moldings on here, that 1/4 of an inch is going to hurt us. So I may have to, if I were going to continue building this, I probably would readdress this strut right here. But since I don't know if I'm going to rebuild it or do anything else with it, I'll just leave it like it is. Now, would it have been better, and I'm thinking it would have been, to go ahead and have had this 2 pieces? So it would sit inside this opening and inside this opening. Yeah, probably. But it doesn't. And I'm not going to go change it just for the heck of changing it. So what we need, let's put a 1x4 here on the bottom. I'm going to use a plugin, which is very handy in this system. And I'm going to make it 26, 3.5, 0.75, and it's going to come in on some odd direction there. I just made it arbitrary. Once I get it in place, I can constrain the component to existing stuff. Is it a better idea to know exactly where you want it to go? Yeah, probably. Does it make a lot of difference when you're done? No. Okay, bring it over to here. And now I want to move it back from here to here for a toe kick. Make that active. Grab this. Now I'm going to try something. I'm going to try extrude from here to this intersection point. And it worked. So now I have a toe kick. I can put some drawers in here. I already have a drawer, so what I'm going to do is, again, show how to take an existing object, an existing component, and readapt it to a new environment. So I'm going to grab this drawer, and I'm going to copy it using the move icon. See, it says move. If you hit control, you can see my cursor changes to a little plus that says, okay, I'm going to leave one there. Now it is down to a location to deal with. I need all of this to be unique now, though. And ain't gonna let me do it. Have to do that, and then go in here and select each of these and make them unique. There. Why do I need them unique? Because if I didn't change it, when I change this length, this one gets bigger or smaller, or however I change it, everything that had that identity before changes everywhere, which is really kind of annoying. First thing I'm going to do is bring my, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this up and see what it looks like, because it will change how far I move that bottom drawer out. The best I can do is move that drawer out. From here to there, which is really not much use having a toe kick. Co-tick, yeah, right. As opposed to some other things that might sound like that. If you're not old enough to understand, don't go to the dictionary. I'm going to go ahead and do it that way anyway. I'm going to go ahead and bring this one out. Too far. I need to go back in a little bit, so I'll select this and just scooch it back there a little bit. Now I'll show you what I was talking about since I have another drawer up here with the same identity. I'm going to make this part active. No, I'm going to make the bottom active. And I'm going to try to get right in there, and I'm going to try to drag it from this intersection over to this intersection. And you can see that my drawer bottom on both of them, since they're the same component name, change the same size. So now I will take my side. No, first I'm going to take my front and my back, which they are the same name too. I'll make that active. I'll come into the extrude tool, grab it, double click it, and it didn't work. That should have gone the same amount of distance. Sometimes things work just like you think they're going to, and sometimes you gotta putz around with them. There. Now, you can see the front and back of that drawer, since they're the same name, same component, change the same dimension. So I will take, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm just going to copy it. Over to here. And now I'm going to take this one that I just left a copy of, and I'm going to try to center it on the drawer front. I have it highlighted. I have midpoint in component, and we slide it along until we hit the other midpoint. There we have two drawers that are identical. I don't necessarily want them identical. As a matter of fact, I want this bottom drawer deeper. So I'll go up here to this one, and I'll make mouse button 1, mouse button 3 in the outliner, and then hit make unique. I'm not going to change these yet because I may want them the same size vertically or fore and aft. I'm not sure. I can always go change them later. In fact, I know I'm going to want to change the bottom. Yep. Want to change them all. Make unique. Why I want to change them all is because this is going to get to be about a 10-inch deep drawer, and it's not right now, and I don't want that top one 10 inches deep, and I also don't want it as long as I'm going to make this one. Long is a relative term. Get a dimension here, come over to here and put myself a dimension on here. It's 5.5 inches deep. So on a, whoa, there. So I have my face highlighted. I'll come in here and pick that surface and type in 4.5. And you can see change it 10 inches. I also want to do the same with, give me the top, all of these. Why do I want it that deep? I don't have a clue yet, but that's what I decided. However, I also want it farther back. So let's come out to the main area, and I will select this, mouse button 1, then mouse button 3, and hide. Mouse button 1, mouse button 3, and hide. Now I can move, go back and make this active, and I'm going to move this back face back 3.5 inches. I'm not going to move it back 3 inches. There, not quite shoved up against the back of the wall. So now make this bottom active, and I want to extrude this one the same direction, 3.5, and I want to do the same thing with the sides. There, it worked right that time. It's supposed to work that if you have a dimension keyed in that you want it to move, except it went the wrong distance anyway. Okay, it will remember that. So do I have, I need to go into my drawer and find out what's going on. Ah, okay, I know what I did wrong. I moved one face 3.5, but the other ones couldn't go that far because they were already in a different spot. Let's unhide. This is going to be tricky. No, it's not. I'm going to hide that one again. I'm going to move this one an inch. I'll move this one an inch. See what one of the things that's wrong is I constructed my 3/4 inch plywood out of metric material, so it's a weird dimension. So when I went to, I couldn't just key in an inch dimension. I actually had to go from a surface to a surface or a point to a point. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go from here to here, and whatever that dimension was, this one will be the same. Now let's unhide everything. Mouse button 1, mouse button 3, unhide. Mouse button 1, mouse button 3, unhide. And I think that's all of my hidden parts. So I have got a drawer that is resting on only a 1x4. It's probably going to fall down, go boom. On the inside of this, I'm going to take, I'm going to hide this drawer, mouse button 1, mouse button 3, and select hide. And I'm going to make, do you want to just go ahead and use a 2x4? Yeah. I'll make another board, draw, create board. I'll change this to 18, even though I don't know what dimension it really is. And I'll change this to 1.5. And okay. Now I have a board. I will rotate that board using the rotate tool. I'll twist it up. And I'll spin it so it goes inboard, both of them 90 degrees. I will take it and put it right here and find out how much too long it is. And I'll put it back to there. Now, I can see an issue already. I'll unhide what I've done. The issue is this 2x4 sits back here when I move it into nothing. So I'm going to have to put some, I'll try to get that 1/4 inch plywood back in there. There. A 1/4 inch plywood is not going to be a real stable. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see where this thing is at. Move icon. Wrong one. All right. Didn't go where I thought it was going to do, so I got to do this over again. There. Now I'm still too long in the back. But now I've got it set in the front right. What I want to do is take it and move it this way 5 inches. I want to take that same element and copy it over to here and then move it this way 5 inches. That way I have something for my drawer to rest on. I'll make this part active, and I'm just going to push it in. I use push-pull here. 2 inches, because I need another 2x4 back here, or a 1x4. Might as well use a 2x4 to tighten this up to. I said I'd use a 2x4. I will, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, make it unique, and then make it thicker. Oftentimes, if you already have something created, it's easier to edit it than it is to create it new. All right. It went too far back, but that's okay. That's a nice part of this. If you get a little off, all you have to do is move it. You don't have to erase anything. Now, I want this one unique. And I want this face toward me 3/4 of an inch. And those might not be completely dead nuts where I want them as far as length goes, but right now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go show how to unhide differently. Unhide all, and everything comes back in. I want to take all of this geometry that I just put in. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to select, it's not going to work exactly like I wanted it. I will do it the way it has to be done. I have my end piece, so I will copy it from here to here. And I will take my inner cover and copy it from here over to here. I might have grabbed the wrong one, so that's why I just dropped it there. Now, what I was going to do was move everything at once, but you have to remember when you make things mirror image that what you move is also going to be mirror image. So now I can take this, hold the Control key down and select these and move them. No, I want to copy them from this point, and that's not going to work. When I put it to here, I'm going to be 1/4 of an inch off, but that's, well, yeah. And I didn't get it all anyway, so that's fine. I will hold my Control key back down, clear everything out. I got it confused. And I need that 2x4 in the back, too. I hope it let me get it. So I'm going to get it down here so that it's kind of right. I will move, actually, it's got to go inboard. I will move it from here to here, and then from here there. I hope I have it right. So now we have an enclosed area over here with 2 boxes also put in it. I believe everything is tucked in tight. What we don't have is the bottom 2x4s here that didn't even move because I didn't grab them. When you do this, it makes a lot of sense if you make sure you grab everything. Okay, just hide those. And no, I didn't get this 2x4 either. So I'll select that, hold the Control key down, hold the Control key down, and now I will move them. Not from there because that looks like it's too long. I'll move it from here. I'll copy it actually. From here. Okay. Parallax is throwing me off. There. Now I have my bases then. bases, reinforcements, drawer slides and supports. Back up to edit, unhide all. And with this, I'm going to turn this lesson off. My voice is beginning to go, although I have a cup of tea here that I can drink. Temperature is finally warming up. I will finish some more of these off, and then we'll put some doored storage under here and possibly leave this open for a shop vac. Thank you for watching Lesson 5. Turn screen share off so you can see me again. Maybe. Yeah, here I am. Internet's running slow or something today, and I have a fast internet connection. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy it. These will be posted possibly on Woodworlds when Bill gets back to me. It will be on YouTube, on Google Plus here, and on Pinterest, all under the same name. iSketchup, comma, you can too. That's what this is about. If an old guy can do it, other old guys can do it, and I will help. I appreciate comments. I've got these things so that they're monetized. I'm not making anything on this. The only remuneration I like is a comment, something you'd like to see, something I did that didn't make any sense and you want clarified. Maybe even just a like on the or a plus here on Google, a like on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the attention, and we will do this again.